explaining a set of previous year questions from the poem Daffodils, which we have discussed in the last session. Okay, so this is just one set of questions, and it is from the question paper of 9th Standards Board Paper 2020. And before that, okay, we'll discuss some of the major figures of speech used in this poem. So please listen. Okay. So among the figures of speech used in this poem, the most important one is simile, that is comparison. Okay, the poet has made comparisons in different lines, and you can easily find out similes if you look out for the words like as and like in the poem. So here the examples are, I wandered lonely as a cloud. So here the poet is comparing himself to the clouds. And then again in another line, like continues as the stars that shine. Okay, so he's saying that the daffodils continues as the stars that shine. So there also he has made comparison. See the word as. So these two are the examples for the use of simile in this poem. Now another most important one is personification. So here he has attributed the features or quality of human beings to the non-living things. For example, a host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So he's saying that those flowers, they were fluttering and dancing, they were moving. So he has attributed few features of the living beings to those daffodils. Okay, actually the flowers, they won't dance, they won't flutter like the butterflies. But here he has used personification. And then also in the line, 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. So he is saying that the flowers are tossing their head and dancing like the human beings. Here again it is personification. Then again, the waves beside them danced. So the waves are also dancing. That is again personification. And then what else? But they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. Okay. Like here again the poet indicates like how the daffodils, like how they, like the human beings, were involved in a dancing competition with the waves. So this again can understood as what? Personification. Yeah, that's it. Then what else I should say? That is, okay, the use of hyperbole. Okay, that is exaggeration. This I have discussed, like this figure of speech we have seen in the chapter television. Hope you remember. Okay, so he's saying that, here he says 10,000 saw I at a glance. So that is actually clearly an exaggeration. So we can say that the poet has also used hyperbole in this poem. So these are the few important figures of speech. And now we will see the set of questions. For that again, it is an extract based question, and the extract given is that is the first stanza. It goes like this: I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. So that is the extract given. So you have now 5 questions based on it, in which 4 questions carries 3 marks each, and the last question 4 marks. So the first question is, describe the poet's mood at the beginning of the poem. Which word in the opening line suggests the mood? Describe the poet's mood at the beginning of the poem. Which word in the opening line suggests the mood? So it's a 3 marks question, and the answer is so simple. What is his mood? Like he is in a very sad, or you can say he is in a very depressed mood. And the word which indicates that is lonely, which comes in the first line. So you can say that the poet is in a very sad or depressed mood and in the beginning of the poem, and the word which indicates or suggests this mood is lonely. Okay, yeah. Now the second question. Uh, what arrests the attention of the poet on his walk? How does he describe his view? What arrests, okay, ARRESTS. What arrests the attention of the poet on his walk? How does he describe his view? Again, the answer can be written as the host of daffodils, the host of golden daffodils arrests the attention of the poet on his walk. Okay, and now hope it is clear. Now the second part, how does he describe his view? So that is clearly written in the poem, right? Can be like, it's so simple. And the answer goes like this. He describes it as a crowd, a host, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Understood? So this is like we have written this answer rightly, like we have taken this answer from the first stanza only, which is given in the extract. Okay? So you can write, he describes it as a crowd, a host, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Okay, this is how he describes it. Now the next question. To what does he compare this view? How far does this view extend? To what does he compare this view? How far does this view extend? So, to what does he compare? You can see that comparison in the very next stanza, the first line of the very next stanza. Hope you remember. So the answer for that is, he compares this view to the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. Okay, and this view, it extends or it stretches in a never-ending line. So that will give you the answer. That is the answer. Next question. Explain briefly the immediate effect of this view upon the poet. What mood is conveyed by the following lines of the poem? Once again, explain briefly the immediate effect of this view upon the poet. What mood is conveyed by the following lines of the poem? And listen to those lines. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. So these lines are not given in the extract. It is from the last two lines of the second stanza. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. So now you have to tell what mood is conveyed through these given lines. Okay. So first part, that is, what was the immediate effect? So the answer is, he became gay, like he became so cheerful, or he became so happy. And what else? Yeah, then the mood, okay, the mood that is conveyed by those lines, that is, he got so amazed at that view. He was so amazed, okay, he felt so amazed at that view, or he started wondering, okay. That will give you the answer. Yeah, that's the answer. I hope you understood. See, the answers are very simple. Like these questions are also very simple. I feel like they actually should not ask such simple questions for 3 marks. Like for 1 or 2 points, they are awarding 3 marks, right? Lucky people, yeah. Okay. So, hope you got the answer. He became gay, or he became joyful or happy, and he is so amazed at the view. That was his mood. He was completely like blown out. He was so wondered. He felt so wondered and like what to say. He was so amazed at the view. Okay. Now the last question. That is a 4 marks question. What lasting effect does this view have on the poet? See, it is not about the immediate effect they are asking. They are asking about the lasting effect. What is the central theme of the poem? Once again, what lasting effect does this view have on the poet? What is the central theme of the poem? How will you answer? So, from the last answer, we can understand like what was the lasting effect. He says that is the poet was completely captivated by the view of the daffodils. Like you can use better words, right? So captivated, CAPTIVATED. So the poet was completely captivated. He was what? He was completely immersed in that view. He's not thinking about anything else. Like that view has completely conquered him. Okay. So the poet was completely captivated by the view of daffodils, and he says that whenever he lies on his couch, he lies down on his couch in a very contemplative mood, that contemplative, okay, like, or when he lies down on his couch lazily or thoughtfully in a contemplative mood, that memory of the daffodils, okay, the memory of the daffodils flashes in his mind. Hmm? Or he imagines, or he always thinks about those daffodils, that images suddenly appears in front of his eyes, in his mind. So the memory of the daffodils flashes in his mind and brings him happiness. Okay, that brings him happiness. And here, yeah, then when he gets that image in his mind, then suddenly his loneliness is overtaken by the images of daffodils, which fill his heart with happiness. Okay, yeah, or pleasure. Hmm? And then the theme. Okay, the theme, it is given in the box at the beginning or just before the poem. So you can write it as this poem is actually a eulogy to the restorative powers of nature, or it talks about the renovative power of nature. How this that power of nature, or the power of what? Yeah, the power of nature that restores, or that has a that really has a power to restore us, or to refresh, give a refreshment to the observer. Okay, so you can say that this poem is actually a eulogy to the restorative powers of nature. So that itself is a theme. Or in very simple words, you can say that this theme of the poem is actually the influence of nature on man, or the healing, okay, that healing and refreshing power of nature, that is the theme. Okay, so how will you answer for this question? Like all together, first you should say that the poet was completely captivated by the view of daffodils. Then also you should explain what the poet says in the poem. That is, he says that whenever he lies down on his couch in a very contemplative mood, in a thoughtful mood, that memory of the daffodils flashes in his mind and brings him happiness, and his loneliness is then overtaken by the images of daffodils, which fill his heart, okay, which fill his mind with pleasure, and and make him feel as if he were dancing with the along with the daffodils. And the theme of the poem is the renovative power, or the restorative power of nature, or the influence of nature on man, or as you can also write the healing and refreshing power of nature. Okay, so this will fetch you 4 marks for sure. Hmm? Okay, that's all. So then, yeah, nothing else. Take care. Bye bye.